Hello everyone, my name is Michael and welcome back to the 5th episode of the Selenium tutorial series. In this episode we will see how you can solve normal captchas using the 2captcha API. So yeah, with that said, see you in the video. Before the video starts, I want to thank everyone that supported me during the period of reaching 1000 subscribers. We finally did it and I'm really grateful about that. I'll do as much as possible to improve my quality of my videos and also the quantity I upload, so I'll try to upload as much as possible. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you would like to see next, and again thank you a lot for your support. So yeah, with that said, seeing you the video. So to solve the normal captchas, we will use an API called 2captcha, and they basically take care of solving that captcha and giving you the final result. So what we will do is grab the captcha, the normal captcha image, because it's usually an image, it's always an image actually. So we will download it locally, we'll save it to a folder where we will have our multiple captchas there, and then we will send that image to the API and it will basically return a text. So it will return the text that that image contains. Now that normal captcha, let me show you a demo. It looks like this one right here. Now this 2captcha API is not free, but it's really cheap. So if you see the rate right here, it says it's 50 cents for 1000 normal captchas. So yeah, if you are interested in that, you can sign up using the link down below, which is an affiliate link. And yeah, let's continue. So we will use the demo that 2captcha gives us. So first of all, sign up and we will use an API key it gives us. So let's scroll down and it has a tutorial on how to do that with Python. So as you see right here, we are using our API key to connect to our 2captcha account. And then we say solver.normal and then we give the path to our captcha image, which we will download. And yeah, that's basically it. Now it will return us the result and then we can give it to this input right here and click check, and it will tell us if it solved it or not. Of course, we will use Selenium during that, so our Selenium script will visit this page and it will download the image, and also it will input the text and click check. That's basically it. So let's see how we can do that in code. So first of all, let's create a new Python file called normal-captcha.py. Let's go back on our main.py file and let's copy the basics. So let's basically create a browser with Selenium and then visit a website. And here let's replace our URL with the 2captcha demo normal URL. So let's do that. Now next, what we want to do is take a screenshot of this image right here. So let's see how we can do that. First of all, let's go on Elements tab. Actually, first of all, right click and then click Inspect. Go on Elements tab, click this button right here, and then hover over the image. There we go. Now, as you'll see, this image has a class. Now, if you are using that in any other website, just try to find which selector is unique for that image. And we can actually use the alt as well, but I don't think the class is different every time, is it? Let's refresh and check it. No, it's always the same. Okay, good. Now let's go back. And let's say captcha underscore image equal to browser dot find the element by, and then let's use the class name, and then let's use this class name right here. And then what we want to do is say captcha dot image dot screenshot, and then we will give it what path we want to use for that captcha. Now I'd like to create a separate folder and say captchas. There we go. And say, okay, go to that folder and then save that image. And that will basically take a screenshot of that captcha. So let's test it. So let's run our application and let's go here. And it didn't do that. Okay, so let's see why it didn't. Actually, let's not do that. Let's rerun it. And there we go. Okay, I think the only thing I had to do is remove this class. So just that. And there we go. It did take the screenshot. Now let's see how we can send that to 2captcha API and then give us the result. So let's go back here and let's go to the example it gave us in Python. There we go. So let's copy this and paste it here. Now I'll remove this one right here because we don't really need it. And that's basically it. So let's import it up here. Let's import 2captcha. And then we don't really need that. We will say print. And then here we will say print result. There we go. And let's import OS up here as well. Now here we will give it our API key. So if you haven't one already, sign up and then it will create your API key automatically. So let me show you how you can find that. So I have already signed up, but if you haven't already, click the link down in the description. Okay, so once you sign up, you can scroll down and right here you can see your API key. So just click copy and that's basically all you have to do. Of course, you have to add some fonts in order the normal captcha to work. But if you have, that's great. Let's continue. So let's go back and I'll paste my API key here. Before I do that, let's define our path for the captcha. And it's basically the same as I saved it right here. So captchas, captcha.png. There we go. Now let me paste it, my API key, and let's test it out. So let's run our application. So it actually took almost no time. It only took 1 to 2 seconds or less than that. Now what we can do is get that code. So let's say, okay, code equal to result, and then the code, and then let's input it. So let's say browser dot find element. So let's inspect element, and there we go. This is the input, and let's get the ID. So we will basically send the code to that element, to that input. That's what send keys does. It basically sends those keys to the element we found. Then once we do that, I want to click the button. So let's say that. Let's say dot click. So I don't have to do that. There we go. Now let's find the selector for the button. So let's do the same thing. Hover over the button and get the class name. It has multiple class names, I guess. Let's take the last one. That's probably the unique one. There we go. And once we do that, I don't want the browser to close immediately, so we will say time.sleep and let's sleep for 2 minutes. And let's import time right here. Now you don't have to do that. I just do that so I can show you that it worked. And yeah, let's test it. So let's run our Python script. And okay, it didn't really work. Okay, so that's probably because we did it too fast. So let's try to wait until the simple captcha field is visible. So actually, is that the issue? That's probably the issue, right? Yeah, so let's say WebDriver wait, and then wait for this one right here. There we go. I think that's probably enough. Now let's also print the code to make sure we actually get the code. And let's run it again. And we got an error. So it says element not interactable. So it couldn't find the button. So let's see why is that. So can we use something else? So let's say copy, and then we can use the XPath. So let's do that instead. Now we don't have to wait until the button is visible, because if the input is visible, basically the button is visible as well. So it's probably a selector issue. So now with XPath, there we go. It worked. So it input the text that we got from the API, and then you click the button. So now we get captcha is passed successfully. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode I do so on how to bypass detection of Selenium. So many websites like Gmail as well can detect you are using Selenium, but there is some ways you can bypass that and you can basically do whatever you want. So yeah, with that said, see you in the next video. Bye bye.